Hey guys, good morning. So today, guys, what's your opinion on one using up his entire creativity? What would be the consequence then? So that was a tricky question, but the answer is not like he can't do anything, but the answer is, guys, one cannot use up his creativity. The more you utilize your creativity, the more innovative thoughts, and there will be a more influx of new ideas in your brain. Guys, people tend to criticize themselves when they think that they are not innovative enough like the other competitors right beside them. Guys, when you get that particular thought in your brain, just try to enrich your knowledge in the same field and you will get more innovative thoughts while compared to the other person or the other colleague right sitting beside you. So this is the tip of the today, and along with this tip we're going to get back to our own business studies chapter, staff remuneration. Guys, where did we stop in the last class when we dealt about remuneration? We just had completed the time wage system as well as piece wage system. So today we're going to learn about the third most important plan is incentive wage plan. Guys, under incentive wage plan you have two types, that is individual wage plan and group wage plan. Group wage plan is something which we're not going to discuss, but under individual we have two important plans which is important for us to discuss in today's video. Not only along with the two plans which I'm going to deal, we are also going to learn about what are the good essentials to a wage plan. Like, which wage plan do you think is essential and how do you consider it to be good for the employees or for the employer to adopt that particular type of plan. So getting back and starting with our own remuneration chapter and your incentive wage plan, the first plan we're going to deal about is HALSEY plan. It is not HASLEY, it is HALSEY, HALSEY plan. So it is called as HALSEY premium plan and it was developed by American, that is his name is F.A. Halsey in probably in 18th century, that is 1891. Guys, in time wage plan and piece wage system we have learned about how your incentive is calculated for the amount of productivity or for the amount of units you spend, that is your piece wage. And your second is time wage, on how much time you spend on the working of a task or completion of a task is taken into consideration. But today we're going to learn about incentive. What does the word incentive mean, guys? Incentive is extra bonus which is paid to you along with the wage. So this, along with the wage plan, we are formulating a new strategy in order to pay incentives, that is, in layman words, it is bonus to the people. So what does this HALSEY plan do? It not only guarantees the minimum wages but also pays premium or the bonuses for the minimum wage. It depends upon the time saved upon the task by the employee. Suppose if you're saving more than 50%, then there is a ratio. If you're saving less than 50%, then there is another ratio. It depends upon the discretion of the company to which ratio it has to actually set on. Guys, HALSEY and Rowan plan are similar to each other, but there is a not thin line this time, there's a thick line of difference because we are changing the values. How many of you here like Max or love Max? Okay. How many of you are aware about this Bodmer's rule which we used to use in, I'm not accurate with my mathematical skills, but still, I think in algebra, yeah, like Bodmer's. So we used to learn, right, brackets of division, multiplication, addition and subtraction. So accordingly we have a formula here. Once you tend to remember and what do you say, when you try to fledge yourself with this formula, then you will be having no confusion between HALSEY at the same time Rowan plan. So under HALSEY plan, I would like to state you first the formula, then I will explain why this has been derived. Please note down and jot it down in your notebooks, and this is the most important formula. So how do you calculate total wages under HALSEY plan? Total wages, W, is equal to T into R is your time period into your rate of wage per day. T into R is common. Okay, even in time and piece wage we had this particular phrase, right? So T into R plus 50% of S minus T into R. So don't get panicked because the formula is so much lengthy, but it is very easy when we try to understand and analyze it. So what exactly T here means? T is the actual time considered, like taken to complete a task. What is R? The wage rate for day or per hour, or that depends upon the discretion again. Now what is S? 50% is, I'll explain it. What is S? I'm just trying to give you the full forms of the letters which I have actually expressed in the formula. S is the standard time. T is your actual time. S is your standard time minus the actual time which you have taken into wage rate again. So how do you calculate? For example, you take into consideration that standard time allowed for a task is 20 hours. How much? 20 hours. Then actual time consumed by the worker will take around 16 hours. Okay. Then wage rate per hour. So the company's discretion is to calculate the wage per hour. Okay. Then per hour, how much is the rate which I told you? Is 10 rupees. Then the bonus rate is 50%. Okay. This 50% is a bonus which I want to give to the employee. Okay. That he is finishing his task more efficiently and effectively before the standard time. Right, the standard time I have given you as 20 hours, whereas the work completed by the employee is just 16 hours. So there is 4 hours left for me, right? So that 4 hours I'm going to calculate as a bonus for this particular employee, and I'm going to pay him the wage. Now understood? So the bonus rate is 50%. Now I've given you all the values. You have given values. Now you have to find out the total wages which the employee will get. So I have given you a mathematical formula. So what's the first one? T into R plus 50% of S minus T into R. Right? So what is your T here in the given assumptions which I have given you? So T is your 16. It is the actual time consumed by the employer or the worker. T into R. What is R? Wage rate which I have given you as 10 rupees. So 16 into 10 plus 50% of what is the standard time? 20 hours. 20 minus what is the time he actually consumed? 16 S minus T into wage rate is 10 rupees. So the mathematical formula would come into 16 into 10 plus 50% of 20 minus 16 into 10 again. So then why I told considering about Bodmer's rule is here you need to apply the formula of Bodmer's here. You need to apply the theorem of Bodmer's, because so okay, 16 into 10 plus 50%. So first convert this 50% because multiplication comes first, right? So 50%, that is 50 by 100. How much is 50 by 100? That is 1 by 2, right? So 16 into 10 plus 1 by 2 into, how much is your 20 minus 16? 4. So 4 by 4 into 10, right? So 1 by 2 into 4 is obviously 4 by 2, right? So then it would be 16 into 10 is 160 plus 4 by 2 into 10, right? So 2 5s 10 and 4 5s 20. So your total wage would be 160 is your actual wage plus 20 would be your bonus which you received for time saved on your work. So that comes around 180. So is it clear? If you don't find it very simple, just note down your given, like I have given you the actual time, the standard time, the wage rate. Just practice on with your own assumptions, like you might take x25. It is up to your calculation benefits. The gist and the most simpler formula is T into R plus 50% of S minus T into R. Okay, is it clear? Okay. Now coming to the worker, so what would be the main analysis done over here is the worker had earns 160 rupees for the task he completed, but for saving 50% of the standard time he's getting 20 rupees more extra per day. So imagine his efficiency is taking him to get bonus as an incentive. So this is a formula formulated by this American under Halsey plan, and this is the most used and applicable for all the type of factories and industries which hire people to work on equipments and machines. Now let us know the merits of Halsey plan. Guys, Halsey plan is not such complicated. First advantage is it is simple to understand. Guys, when you're thorough about what a like alphabetical expression of such a word means, and when you're fledged yourself with the formula, then your Halsey plan calculation is very easy and very simple to understand. Guys, we tend to complicate things just seeing the numericals, but don't try. Because as a commerce and an economics student, we have to not get like scared about these numericals, and we have to deal them with ease. Okay, your second most important advantage in the like Halsey plan is guarantee of minimum wages. Guys, Halsey plan guarantees you minimum wages, like more, like though you complete the work within 19 hours or 19 hours 30 minutes or 19 hours 59 minutes also, and you should complete the task within 20 hours, right? So even if you take 20 hours, you are minimum guaranteed about your wages. Okay, there is no like flaw over there that okay, if I don't work it very fastly or if I don't save time out of my standard time, I won't be paid. You will be paid, you will be guaranteed of your minimum wages. Okay, the third most important point is effective to efficient players, like efficient workers. It is acts as an incentive, because if a person tries to complete it in 10 hours or 12 hours or 14 hours, and that too with impeccable standards, then it means the worker is so much efficient, and for that efficiency it is the organization's liability and responsibility to pay some incentive, to pay some addition to the actual wage which he actually earns. So that acts as an incentive, motivates the employee, increases his morale, right? We'd already dealt with this in the morale chapter. So the fourth important point is beneficial to the employers also. Guys, why do you think it is beneficial to the employees? It is beneficial to the employers because now I wanted to deliver an order to the other factory of 1,000 products, and if I have such efficient employees, I can deliver them within the time or much before than the stipulated time also. That enables to increase my reputation, enhance my fame, and also the most vital point, increase my customers. And that's the most important when you try to follow even my commerce lessons. Okay, now coming to, like, though we have learned so many merits of Halsey plan, now it's time for us to learn about the demerits of Halsey plan. Opposition by his employees. Guys, even though you are a little bit slow at your work, but you had produced with such a great output and such a great quality, then sometimes it acts as a demotivating factor, because we humans are filled so much of jealousy, and that's why some trade unions actually oppose this type of plans, but still it's in use. Now coming to difficult to fix standard time. Guys, we don't know, and it is very not flexible for us to fix a standard time, right? Because we don't know which type of task requires how much appropriate time in order to complete the task with proper quality, at the same time maintaining its quantity, right? For some type of task it would be measurable for us, but for the unmeasurable tasks it is highly impossible for us to fix a standard time, right? Now coming to the third one, poor quality. This is the ultimate disadvantage. Guys, the person, in order to complete his task, sometimes fail to produce the task though completed with high quality. Guys, we as a customers, don't think like students, but we as a customers wanted quality products. we obviously rate more for the quality, right, than the quantity. Or that, see guys, quality doesn't only depend upon the composition or the texture of the product, but also depends upon the brand. Now, how many people of you right over here wanted to buy only Nike shoes or only Adidas because they set such fame in the market, right? That quality is mentioned there, so there will be a possibility of poor quality over here. So these three are the main more demerits of Halsey plan. Now let us study Rowan's plan. Guys, this plan was formulated by James Rowan, an Englishman, in 1901. That was in 1891, where there's just a few years of gap. Actually, Rowan wanted to create this plan because he wanted to add some corrections to Halsey plan. He was the first person to actually criticize Halsey plan also. He criticized, saying it that, okay, when you are able to pay the minimum guarantee wages, you also have to pay to the workers who didn't complete it within the time. At the same time, that also acts as an incentive. Not exactly 50% or 60% of the standard time. You have to pay them bonus. So, the only being difference between the Halsey plan and the Rowan plan is the calculation of bonus. Like, I told you, no, the time period of completing the task within the particular period of time is something what being different between Halsey as well as Rowan plan. So how do you calculate under Rowan plan? Rowan plan we're going to calculate as total wages is equal to the same again, T into R plus, there is no 50% here. Okay, we're just calculating the incentive. So here are the mathematical formula here would be T into R plus S minus T by S into T into R again. So T into R on the both left hand side as well as the right hand side. Only the middle expression is plus S minus T by S. That's making difference. So if you take the actual example, I'll give you a different example over here because I don't want to complicate things like giving the same example. There might be a comparison done, but still here you need to know about how it is exactly calculated. So okay, what I say, okay, the time taken for the employee is 16 hours. 1 second, I'll tell you. So the time taken is 16 hours, okay, and the standard time would be 20 hours again, but the rate of payment is 15 per hour. So how do you calculate total wages is equal to T into R? What is T into R here? 16 into 15. There it was 10 and now here it is 15. So 16 into 10 plus S minus T, that is 20 minus 16 by S again by 20 into the same left hand side. What do we have on the left hand side? T into R. What is that? 16 into 15. So when we tried it as 16 into 15, which is your 240, plus 20 minus 16, that is 4 by 20. 4 by 20 is 1 by 5. 1 by 5 into 240. So that is 240 by 5. So then you get 240 by 5 is your 48. So then your total wages would be 240 plus 48, which is 288. So this 48 is the extra bonus which the worker gets. This is the calculation of the wages in spite of not having 50% of standard time. There we are using 50% as this bonus which each and every employee has to get. But here there is no being calculation of 50% as a part of his standard time. We are just considering as a part that as an incentive which each and every worker has to get in order to completing his task. So what is the merits of Rowan plan here also is it guarantees you minimum wage. Your second would be the same as the Halsey plan, that incentive to efficient employees, then beneficial to employers. The fourth important work is no need to overwork. Guys, in order to complete a task within a time, you need not overwork when you complete the task within a stipulated time or much before than the stipulated time. You can sit at ease, complete it slowly at the given stipulated time and hand it over to your supervisor. that itself is your work which is assigned to you. Now coming to demerits of this Rowan plan, it is very complicated to calculate, because here you need to have so many division. You need to have, again you need to multiply the same terms twice. So it is termed by many scholars as a difficult and a complicated method to learn, and it is doing injustice to the efficient employees. If the employees have completed if they have completed the task within 16 hours or more 10 hours, you're just paying him the same which the other employee is taking 20 hours to complete the task. Though it acts as an what I say is advantage also, because it has two-faced. Like I tell you, it has like a coin has two faces. This plan also has two faces. At one point of time, it acts as an incentive to efficient employees, but at the other point of time, it is also a demotivating factor for the efficient employees. Then the basic flaw in a Rowan plan is, if the employee works more than 1/4 of the the basic 1/4 of the standard time. See, this is a complicated word. That is, if 1/4 of the standard time he uses, that is, he is indeed saving 3/4. But the Rowan plan plays both for the same employees. Like, even though you save 1/4 time standard time of your standard time, or even if you save 3/4 of your standard time, you are paid the same. But under Halsey, it doesn't happen like that. So that is the basic flaw in the calculation itself. Now, when you try to analyze these two methods, your easy understanding would change into a little bit complicated, because the calculation differs. Calculation differs. So we have other plans also, like we have Bidduck's efficiency plan, we have Emerson's efficiency plan, but these are not probably in use right now. But still, if you wanted me to explain, I'm going to explain in the next upcoming video. Now, the last but not the least, in this particular chapter, we are going to learn about what are the essentials of a good wage plan. So the first important essential is simple. Guys, though I pay you how much ever, so I actually wanted to, it depends upon your efficiency, it depends upon your productivity, it depends upon your skills, it depends upon your tacticness, it depends upon various qualities which a human should possess. So that should be simple enough so that I can explain you even when you have some doubts raised upon your wage or an incentive plan. Not only in a private institutions or this labor or not the people working in various industries or factories, but also for all the people working in MNCs. I, as an HR, should make your plan or should make your salary package very much effective and simple for you to understand. I shouldn't maintain any ambiguity there. I have to be in a position to able position to actually explain to you what exactly the payslip means. At the same time, if someone else, the third party, comes and asks, the employee also should be able to explain it with the same ease. Okay, not the employee should just have a clarity, but also the employee working. Okay, then justice. Guys, as we dealt about Rowan and Halsey plan, and as well as peace and time wage system, we had a main flaw. The one advantage becomes the disadvantage for the other plan. That is paying as an incentive to an efficient employee. Guys, why the hell do you want to even discriminate between the people? They're working equally, pay them equally. There is a saying, this is a normal saying, like when women were not empowered in India, and when this was the first phase when women came out and started working. They say that women shouldn't be paid more than men. They say that. That is a normal standard clause which each and every company used to follow, but not now. So what is the answer for them, If you think women shouldn't be paid more than men, it means the work done by the women is not that valuable. So when this point of criticism has appeared, then they started paying equally for the women, because both the works were equal in the in perfection At the same time, they were flawless. At the same time, there was no ambiguity. At some point of time, the woman, when we allotted a task to her, her project was more efficient than the men. So then they started to actually rule out this point of discrimination of payments, and they started paying equally. So in all the organizations, in all the industries, in all the businesses, your payment should have a point of justice. You are providing the same basic salary to all the employees working under you. If they are paying more and you have evidence saying that yes, they are working more for my organization, then try to pay them incentive. At the same time, try to explain to the other employees to be like that particular employee to whom you're paying incentive. Then scientific standards. Guys, for some, as I told you, our business studies is a science as well as an art. So you have some scientific standards which you have to adhere to. You can't just frame on your own formulas or your own wage plan, and you can't stick to it saying that, and you can't be so rude also. Guys, you cannot be maintain autocracy in the wage which you are determining to the employees, because they are working, and for some people it is actually making a living. So you can't go against your scientific standards laid down. Then you should guarantee minimum wages. Though they are working, and though they are working efficiently or inefficiently, that's a nevertheless point. You have to pay them equally. You have to guarantee them minimum wages, and it's their right. If not, you can be behind the bars because of minimum wages act. Okay, so there is possibility. Then health of the workers. Guys, for the plan to formulate and for the wages you play, you can't play with the health of the employees working under you. They are working for your benefit. They are working not for their benefit. They are working for your organization to fulfill and enrich in its market. So you need to consider the health of the employees also very well, and you need to take into consideration, and you need to provide them fringe benefits like ESI, PF. There are many such benefits as I already explained. And you guys, that acts as a motivating factor also. At some point of time, that actually increases the morale also. Then acceptance of the employees. Guys, you do so much lots of things without the acceptance of the employees. How far do you think that will be applicable to your organization? You have to be accepted by the employees also, or else you have so many trade unions in order to strike out for you. And their hunger strikes or their payment strikes are more powerful than our own ego and attitude, which we shouldn't show to our employees. They are also working along with us in order to increase their reputation, enhance your fame, goodwill in the market. Even when they go somewhere outside, they tend to say, yes, we are working in that company, and that work company gives us so many incentives. That's a type of positive fame which you should possess from an employee. Then coming to flexibility. Guys, the standards or the rules which you actually set up to your own employees should be very much flexible, because if you find employees not satisfied with your so-called rules, then you have to change it, and you have to make them so flexible. If you make it dynamic and you say, see, these are the standards I already mentioned in articles or memorandum of association, now that I can't change, that is not acceptable by the employees. That is also been a point of question raised before the court. Guys, we have completed the remuneration chapter. I just wanted to ask you guys, and this is the question which was arising out of my mind, and which actually arose when even I was a student then. But I couldn't ask this question because sometimes I feel it is stereotyping. But guys, is your salary in accordance with your respect? That's a question which always triggers in my mind. Is your salary in accordance with your respect? Guys, why do you think I had such question is, our respect depends upon the way you're treated in the organization, the way you're being how you created a fame for yourself in the organization, how much effectively you work, how much productivity do you do, and how much positive attitude you contribute to the organization you are working for. If that is in accordance with respect, then your compensation or the remuneration which you get is not considered as pride. That is my personal opinion, and I know there are many indifferences on this particular topic, but I'm not going to speak about this more. So stay tuned for the upcoming video. We're going to start with a fresh new chapter, that is motivation, and that plays a major and a vital role in all the employees' life. Not only employees but also students, and I mean, in order to say and complete it in a sentence, to all the human beings right over there. Motivation is such an important topic, and we're going to learn about various theories also. I'm very much excited to explain you those theories because I love them. Guys, when you should not dream about winning, guys, you should actually get trained to do it. So thank you, and stay tuned for the upcoming video.